The struggle is real on that house today, May 30th, 2020. Amber and her mom are hard at work painting. I've been answering questions on Instagram and text message all morning. It's been a little nuts here for a Saturday morning. Boat is hooked up. Let me show you what I got here. One spinning reel, just because you never know what could happen. Swim bait, swim bait, swim bait. If you haven't guessed, we're going pike fishing. Walleye fishing on Rice Lake is extremely slow from what I still hear. So we're gonna go to my favorite place to bass fish, where last year I caught my personal best, giant northern. I've never had success for them there in the spring. I went once, I think I fished 2 shallow. So we're changing it up from the last time I was there in the spring. We're gonna try a little deeper water. We're gonna try some bigger baits, and we're just gonna go out and have some fun. I'm excited to go fishing, get on the water. It's not crazy hot like it had been. Busy week, Fear Fishing Experiment Monday, Fishing with Andrew Tuesday. Thursday night we did the big Daiwa Goes Digital at East Hill. Been a crazy week. Turkeys are non-existent. There's a couple 3 toms across the road, but they won't come over, so I am going to have a nice day of pike fishing. Hopefully we catch some, hopefully we see some, but I'm sure we'll learn a lot together and we're going to have a good time. So on the road, and of course we need some gas. The sun is finally out. I have gas in the truck and the boat. We're off to search for big pike. It is way later in the day than I thought it was. It's 10:14. Crazy behind, but the sun is out. It is looking like a nice day. Let's get on the road and hopefully we can find some pike. This is gonna be, this will only be the 3rd or 4th time I've had the boat out this year. If we don't find some pike, it's gonna be another heartbreaker, but it is what it is. Let's go find maybe even a personal best, a giant freak of nature. Got the boat loaded up and talked to a gentleman who's just getting off the lake that caught nothing this morning. He didn't sound very optimistic. The other thing that happened on the way here, it got really windy, so we got some white caps to deal with, but I've driven all the way here. I'm gonna give it a go for some pike. Hopefully, some way, somehow I can find some, and we have a good day on the water, a few hours or however long this lasts. Hopefully it doesn't get crazy windy. I do have some big swim baits that we're gonna try out. If we happen to find anything, I'll give you the goods. But right now I'm gonna put this in the water, get out on the lake before it gets like too windy. Let's do this. I got a feeling we're gonna find something. He did say that his buddies last week caught some big northerns, so just gotta plug away maybe. I don't know. This is better than being at home painting. Number 2. Not the big mamas we're looking for, but they're fish. There you go, bud. Oh, he got all that. biting though. Stinky. So far, so good. We are a couple hours into this. Been getting all the bites on two different swim baits. A smoke colored and a straight up white swim bait. All the northern pike, they're not those giant spawners I was looking for. Out on the other side of the point where the water's a little deeper, I did see a big fish follow to the boat, but wasn't really interested. It seems that everything is between 5 and 12 feet of water. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Basically, all I'm doing is following the contour lines. Some of these are old marks, but I'm basically just covering the edges from where the water goes from 3, 4, 5 feet out to 12, and I'm just moving along there. The other thing I'm looking for, I'm using my live scope to try to find patches of weeds out here. 8, 9 feet of water, there seems to be some weed, and on my live scope I can actually see the bluegills or perch, whatever around them. Seem to pick 2 or 3 fish up, or 1 or 2 fish every time I find a big pocket of weed. So we'll keep casting. The day started off pretty good. We got a storm brewing in. The wind isn't as bad as I thought. At least I got to set hook today. The water. My man over there's trimming some trees. Storm looks like it's coming. Can you guys see that? Looks like maybe a thunderstorm on its way. So I'm off the pond before I have to deal with that. But also the pike stopped biting. The bass here, it's really a timing thing. So maybe those pike are on the same, not biting midday. I'm sure if you went out in the evening tonight, you're gonna whale a bunch of northern pike. I said at the beginning of this that it's been a busy week. One of the other reasons I gotta go home is because I gotta run Casey today. She's been trapped in the house helping the girls paint. And anybody who's got a pointing dog or a bird dog, like Casey or Montana was, they need a lot of exercise. So we're on our way home. I'll explain how I got the fish, what I was doing, where you can look for pike, and all that other good stuff after we check in with the girls. I made it home about an hour ago. And then as soon as I got the boat off the truck, I had to go pick up our brand new lawnmower. So I've been running around. The new lawnmower is here. That means I have to cut the grass. Check it out right there. Brand new lawnmower, all ready to roll. Pretty good day overall pike fishing. Let me show you the 2 rods that I caught the fish on. Both glass rod. One Tatula 7.4 spinnerbait bladed jig glass rod. Brain Ailer 7.4 cranking bladed jig rod. Difference in the two: medium heavy, heavy, medium heavy, heavy. Both, all the pike today came on swim bait. Someone's kind of chewed up. Difference in them: one is gray, one is white, and 3/4 ounce head versus 1/2 ounce head. Both reels 7:3 gear ratio. That way when you get the hit, you can get on top of those pike, bring them in. Now let me go show you what we have in the new fishing room, and I'll explain to you how I found those fish. We are wrapping this up. We have spent a day. Good day pike fishing. All new for this year. We have a whiteboard. I'm gonna have to work on the lighting for the new whiteboard. Got too much shadow going on, but basically here's what we're looking at. I could name 30 or 40 bays off Lake Ontario that have ginormous pike in them. The shorelines right now are covered in spawning bass. Just stay away from them. What you want to find is water between 5 to 12 feet of water that have weed. If you can find weed, you can find bait fish, you're gonna find big pike. Get out there, grab search baits, swim baits, find out what the the main forages where I was fishing today, there's a ton of silver bass. There's a ton of bait fish. There's also bluegill and perch. I used white overcast so the fish can see a lot. Another thing when you're swim baiting for northern pike, you saw me today when I can see my bait getting close to the boat, I just start jigging that bait. That way, pike are notorious followers, and sometimes if you just change it up, you give it a little jig, you're gonna get a couple more hits. So we have about 3 weeks until the bass season opens. Great time of year to get out, test your gear. I brought the Tattoo glass rods today just for I could get a little practice in, a little feel for casting the glass rods. I'm getting excited. It's getting to bass time. I hope you guys had a great Saturday. You caught some fish, you got out on the water. I hope your families are well. Follow on Instagram. Fear_fishing. Tomorrow is the last day of turkey hunting, so I'm probably gonna get up and hunt the morning. There wasn't birds for the last 2 weeks on our property, but for the last day I'll probably go check it out. Bass season is just around the corner. There's exciting announcements to come. We're going to figure out the problem with the whiteboard. We need to darken the whiteboard up and get some better lighting in here. But thank you guys for all coming along. You got any pike questions, drop them in the comments. DM me on social media. Don't forget, get your jack links in you. I'm going to edit this, spend some time with the family, and hopefully we're going to bag a turkey tomorrow. I believe Mark Hunter is coming to the camp as well. We'll see you soon.